Hey everybody, it's Bob Wizard, and Chelsea just wrapped up. Want to go over my deck. As you know, the Chelsea Monthly is a monthly tournament hosted by MBT Yu-Gi-Oh! Wonderful event. I'm glad that I've been able to participate in it twice. And so I'll just go over what I was playing and my choices for the card pool. So, starting out, we have 3-Dimension Shifter. Dimension Shifter is by far the best hand trap in this format, bar none. Is it the most popular? No, that would be Lancia. I've decided to incorporate it to hedge against Droll and Lockbird, which I hate. I lose to that card. Interestingly enough, I can play completely underneath Shifter. I don't care about the graveyard. We're on Gadget FTK, so Stein Charging Cell. Just having a 1 Charging Cell is a little bit annoying. And I wish I had 2 Stein so I could just small world through it. So I could go like Dimension Shifter through Stein into a machine, but what you gonna do? You can't do that. Okay. Charging Cell. 2 mics. 2 mics is always correct. It's not even a question. So many times 3 guitar, best card in the deck by a long shot. Just getting the extra normal summon is huge. Anyway, onto the other metallics. We got 3 Anchor Drill, Search with Box, 3 Gold Gadget. It's a gadget. One of the OG metallics. We got Silver Gadget, another one of the OGs. We got Tin Goldfish. A lot of people aren't on Tin Goldfish, but I just find that it's just so good, and it's just good all around because it doesn't take up one of your gadget summon names. It's just you play it down, summons the thing. Goes great. 3 of each Stoplight. If you're playing less than 3, then you aren't really playing gadget. I'm sorry, you aren't. The main reason for my reasoning on this is you want to see the gadgets. If you're playing gadget, like any combo variant of gadget, you want to be seeing the stoplights because that's how you get your engine rolling. That's how you refill your hand so you can play stuff down. Unfortunately, I've seen a lot of people cut down to 2, and it just doesn't work because you already aren't seeing gadgets over tens of hundreds of games. There are a lot more times where you don't see the stoplight you need than you do. Or at least that's what it feels like. Now you could also say that with the metallics, but that's why we're on 15. 2 box. Box is good. You want to run 2 box because if you open 2 box, then you still have full combo. And if you open just 1 box, then you can just search the other box. If you open no box, then you open no box, and it doesn't even matter. 2 Gold Driver. I like it because you can kind of bluff, and also it's a level 4 that you can just pendulum summon, so it's not even a garnet at all. It's a brick, but of course you would rather see something else. But sometimes you just don't see something else, and you can go you can turn Gold Driver into guitar pretty easily. So via Small World, which I'm only running 2 of because I found that it clogged my hand. Say what you will, but at 3, Small World just kept on finding its ways into doubles in my grip, and I can't really do that. I can't really play with functionally I can play with a 3-card hand, but it's really weird. Great consistency booster though. I would definitely recommend. 2 Ash. It bridges, so it's fine. Worst case scenario, you just Small World it away. Best case scenario, you Ash. Extra deck, 3 Blaze Phoenix, and Mud Dragon for fusions. You gotta run the Mud Dragon, and then Blaze Phoenix is just the win con. If you don't want to FTK, then you're doing something wrong because you're just gonna lose to Droplet. I'm sorry, you are. You're just gonna lose. The Spinato, makes Vipar2 an Earth Machine, so you can link it off for Ballista. Vipar2 searches Gold Driver, pops Platinum on a rank 4. Very good. 2 Gigant, you need 2 Gigant in order to resolve your combo. I opt for 3 Gigant. Which you can see over here, these are like the flex spots. I always run 3 Gigant because there's the chance that you get drolled and you didn't open Shifter on the Gigant, and then they out your Gigant, and if you only run 2 Gigant, you're done for, you're toast. But if you run 3 Gigant, then you're totally fine. Allen version. Searches the telekinetic charging cell. Platinum Gadget. Basically what the whole deck revolves around. I've harped on it long enough. Ballista. Ballista's a little bit clunky, but it does link off cards that you use to gain advantage into even more advantage, so it is quite good. We got Reproducus, makes stuff psychic. Now for the 3 flex spots, I've opted for Baguska, Gigant, and Emerald. I think Gigant is near mandatory, just for like if you get disrupted, you want another one. Sometimes you just want 3 to look cool, like the deck profile. Bagusker, he stalls out games. It never worked. The thing is, he stalls out games, but I don't think that Gadget is a deck in which you can use Baguska at all. We got Gigant, and then we got Emerald. He never came up, but I think he's neat, so he stays. Side deck, 14 card side deck, optimal of course. Might as well be a 6 card side deck because I never sided anything else. But we got 2 Jizukiru, 2 Godarla, 2 Gamma Seal, 2 Droll, 2 DD Crow. Okay, so Kaijus are for like getting rid of DPE. So if they don't shotgun DPE for Scythe in the standby phase, you could just Kaiju it and then they lose. Droll, I think is really good into this meta, but a lot of rogue decks can either not care about it at all or really care about it. So that's why I put it in the side. DD Crow is for DPE Scythe shenanigans. Like if it's DPE in a grind game, you can just DD Crow and then just be done with it and you're good. 1 Duster against back row decks. Apparently, I think it might be good, but I'm not sure. And then 3 evenly matched. These never came in, or at least I never saw them. Anyway, that's it for the deck profile. Let's go over my tournament run. So, overall I went 4-3. This time there were only 7 rounds. But 2 of those were no-shows. And the first one was round 1. They just didn't show up. I think they were asleep. Round 2, they went, it was Adventure Pranks. And so game 1, I FTK'd them. Game 2, they went Droll into Droll. And I lost. And then game 3, they went Battle Butler from Thunder Dragon Fusion. After I had bricked. And they drolled me. So, round 3, went up 2-1 against Machina Infinitrack Trains. I FTK'd them game 2. Game 1, they kind of just beat me. And then game 3, they went first. They went redeployment, and I went Shifter Change Roll after that resolved. And then they ended on Degirsu set 1. And then I do the full FTK combo, and then equip Telekinetic Charging Cell, and they activate Twin Twisters. And I lost. Overall, very heads-up player, like the deck. Adventurer Salad just creeps into every deck. I guess this one's fine because like you have Aquamancer, it's a 3 that you can summon, and then you can make Mirage Stalio. But I think Mirage Stalio overall is just bad in that version of the deck. And to be fair, your Salamangreat doesn't really need Mirage Stalio, so that's cool. The reason why it's bad is because you can't Draco back. No, you can't you can't Griffin Rider for the negate if you Mirage Stelio. So I don't think so. They either weren't running it or they didn't ever use Mirage Stelio if they didn't have to. Round 5 was the other no-show. They just didn't show up. Round 6, I 2-1 Despia. Kind of got out of my losing streak. Very cool deck, pre-structure deck. Post-structure deck, I hate it with a passion. Just dumb, stupid. They went like DP pass, and then I had enough extension that I could extend through DP on Gigant before it resolved its effect, or before it activated its effect, and pen 5 swing for lethal. Game 2, so they set up double Masquerade, and I had to combo to Vespinato, then crash into the Masquerade, and I summoned back a green. Summoned back an Earth Machine so that I could link it off for Ballista. Then I go Gold Driver, Scale Gold Driver effect, target Platinum, pop Platinum effect, called by the Grave. So then I just like penned. So I pen 3, make Gigant, Baguska, Gigant Search, and then Baguska, and then pass, and they top deck Super Poly, and I was at 1400 life points because I had to small world for a Jizukiru, and then Kaiju one of the Masquerades, paid a lot of life points to get rid of the other Masquerade, and then I was at like 1400. So, and then they just Super Poly away my board, swing for lethal. Round 7, Megalith Drytron, really interesting deck. I couldn't play through their setup game 2. Game 1, I won the die roll, FTK'd them. Game 3, they opened Droll, but I opened Shifter, and that's why you play Shifter, because you hate Droll. They had Droplet, Droll in hand, and full combo, so I was dead if I did not have a Shifter. So anyway, that was my tournament run. Again, huge shoutouts to MB2 Yu-Gi-Oh! For doing the wonderful task of having a free tournament that you can join. You can bring a jank deck, you can hang out, you can have lots of fun. But it's also in a competitive setting. I'd like to give a shout out to Rebby, who made the tournament experience extremely fluid, and I never felt like I wasn't understanding something, or I wasn't in a position where I could not understand something. That's it for me. Dimension Forces in May, so no DJs yet. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Peace.